So hi everyone that is online. My name is Camila. I'm the Wellspring sales director for Latin America. So I handle everything from the US and for all the countries in Latin America. I am based in Brazil. If you don't have my contact information, you can send a message in the chat box, but you can always contact me by email or WhatsApp. And today we're going to talk a little bit of University of Arizona, one of our top partners in the US. And we have here with us Nimrose, that is from the International Department from University of Arizona. And she's going to tell us a little bit more about the university. So Nimrose, if you want to start, I'm here. If you guys have any questions, you can always type on the chat box.
Thank you, Camila. Hello, everybody. Today, as Camila was saying, I will be presenting about the University of Arizona. My name is Nimrose, and I'm a global enrollment counselor for South Asia. So that covers Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bangladesh. So I'm going to be giving you guys a general overview of the University of Arizona and what it has to offer. If you feel like I'm going too fast, please feel free to let me know and I'll slow down. Or if you have any questions, as Camila was saying, please feel free to drop them in the chat box. And as soon as I see them or near the end of the presentation, I'll definitely address them. Okay, so the University of Arizona was established in 1885. We are located in the Southwest region. We are a Southwestern state in the US, but we have a global outreach. We do take pride in this because we have over 650 global locations all across the world. So we have a very strong global presence. So students from all over the world can earn a full US degree or a part of a US degree, and then either transition over to America or to our campus, or once they're done, they can work in their home country. And this is a huge feature because people want an American degree, but the thing is sometimes it's not so easily accessible. So by having a global reach or presence, it gives students from all over the world access to earning US credit or a US education. So we are considered HSI, so Hispanic Serving Institution. So it's a federal designation by the US government Department of Education that acknowledges colleges and universities with 25% or more total undergraduate Hispanic full-time equivalent student enrollment. We take pride in this because we take pride in our ability to serve a diverse population. We're also a top 50 public university and top 100 global university. So to give you an idea of our student population, about 36,000 of it is undergraduates and about 10,000 is graduate level students. And of that, 7% is international students. So we do body quite a few, we are a home to quite a few international students, sorry. So just to kind of give you an idea of what to expect or what we offer at the University of Arizona, some selling tips for students. We offer over 300 undergraduate majors and 200 programs at the graduate level. So that includes master's, doctorate, and professional programs. We represent over 120 countries on campus. So our top countries include China, India, Kuwait, Saudi, Mexico, and Korea. Our student to faculty ratio is 17:1, which is pretty good because students like that more one-on-one ability to interact with faculty members. And then we have a humongous campus. It's over 375 acres. So a little bit more information about Tucson. We are the sunniest city in the US and we have 350 days of sunny days. So we are recognized by UNESCO as a capital city of gastronomy. This is a huge feature because it seems like being a foodie is a trend around the world. So Tucson offers a culturally and historically rich cuisine. So it's known to have every bite is an experience. In our metro area, we have about 1 million people, and we are known for the best air quality. So we rank top 5 in the US. So another couple of important things that I wanted to share with you guys is our cost of living. This is important because some of our students are investing in an international education, which is a huge investment, and budgets do matter. So our cost of living in Tucson is very affordable. We are 6% lower than the national average. We offer culture, art, and adventure. So there's lots of things you can do here. We have national parks and monuments. We have outdoor activities like hiking and then sightseeing. Tucson is really beautiful, and I always tell people, so I'm actually from Canada and I relocated here, and I feel like Tucson looks like a resort. So here are some of our academic colleges. So I would say for international students, our most popular ones are the Eller College of Management, College of Engineering. We get a lot of inquiries about our College of Medicine, as well as, which one was it? I believe it was the College of Law. So we get a lot of traction or interest in those colleges. So we consider space as wildcat country, and that is because we have a presence in space as well. So we do lots of work with NASA. For example, in this photo, University of Arizona led a mission where we successfully launched an unmanned spacecraft on a 7-year voyage to Bennu. Bennu is an asteroid. So it went to Bennu, and it's expected to come back in September of 2023. So that little interesting fact about some of the research we participate in. Just to also give you an idea of the type of money we're spending on these types of missions and research projects, that mission alone was a $800 million mission. So yes, we are invested in our research and in figuring out ways to benefit our society and learn more about our origins. So we are the first university unit to manage a mission to Mars. We have a headquarters of multiple world-class telescopes based in Arizona, and we produce the largest mirrors made for optical telescopes. So for our Department of Astronomy, it's one of the largest and most prestigious astronomy undergraduate and graduate programs in the US. We were instrumental in capturing the first direct image of a black hole. Some of the major astronomical research facilities are here in Tucson. For example, we have the multiple mirror telescope on Mount Hopkins, the large binocular telescope on Mount Graham, and then we have a Kitt Peak National Observatory. We also have a mirror lab here and a lunar and planetary laboratory, all here in Tucson. So here are a couple of programs, space science programs that we offer. So we've got our undergraduate level programs, graduate, as well as minors. So as far as our space science programs go, we're number 2 among public universities and number 10 overall. With respect to climate science, we have had a long history of finding new ways to survive and thrive in an extreme environment. So we are dedicated to our research about climate as well, and climate changes and the challenges it can present, as well as discovering solutions. So to kind of give you an idea of our top programs, we have a number 1 program in limnology, number 2 in water resources, number 28 in earth sciences, and number 30 in ecology. So here in Tucson, we also house the Biosphere 2, which is known for being the world's largest controlled environment dedicated to understanding the impacts of climate change. So it's here in Tucson. It's a little bit on the outskirts, but it's a great site to see if you guys are ever in town to visit our campus or to visit us. On the left-hand side, you're going to see a couple of pictures of what it looks like inside of the Biosphere. And then on the right-hand side, that's actually a building at our campus. It's ENR2, and it's where we have classes and a lot of research about climate and environmental research is done. So the University of Arizona is a recognized leader in water research as well. So we are really, we have research that leads so many different areas and aspects of life that are essential to life, right? So just to kind of give you an idea of the programs we offer in climate science, we've got various programs we offer at the undergraduate level as well as at the graduate level, and we've listed them here for you to see. They're also listed online. So all the programs I'm sharing with you, we have a program catalog for undergraduate programs as well as graduate level programs, so it's all accessible online. So to kind of segue away from climate and astronomy and water, we also have the Eller College of Management, which is a very popular college, and it has a very competitive admission policy. So lots of students are trying to get into here. We are ranked number 20 for undergraduate programs in business. We have a #1 program at the graduate level for management information systems. We have a #6 program for masters in finance. And from our college, Eller College alone, 90% of our graduates end up with career outcomes. This is important, right? I know international students, they're coming here for the academics, but they're also thinking about their future. They want their investments to turn into a result, and the result is a career outcome. So it's good to know that we do have career outcomes and a very strong number of outcomes. So here are some of the programs we offer at the undergraduate and graduate level. I know, like, based on the students I've interacted with, some of our most popular programs are accounting, management information systems, our MBA program, as well as, cybersecurity is one that's actually picked up a lot of interest ever since the pandemic. So that's also another big one, as well as business management. So about our College of Architecture, Planning and Landscape. We are the #9 most admired architecture school, and we have a #11 top urban planning program. So here are a list of our architecture programs that we offer at the University of Arizona. So just to kind of segue away from programs, we want to talk a little bit about campus life and the Wildcat Way. This is important because although students are coming here for academics, they also want to know about the other parts of the US experience or the experience on campus. Maybe how we're going to cater to them, how we will support them during their stay here. So we are 100% engagement university, and what that means is that experiential learning is a major part of our foundation and DNA. So we pride ourselves on our 100% engagement initiative. We do believe that applied learning, it complements your academic classroom studies and it contributes to employment readiness. Right. So yes, the theory is very important, but also being able to apply the information that you learn in your classes and the theory that you're learning is also very, very important. We offer over 600 clubs that cater to the diversity of our student body. So we have clubs that cater to different needs and interests at the personal, academic, social, professional, and cultural levels. We are also known as a Division I athletics university. So basically what that means is it's one of the highest level of intercollegiate athletics sanctioned by the NCAA, which is the National College Athletic Association in the USA. And the University of Arizona is considered to have some of the best athletic programs in the nation. So this is also very important, is we offer employment services. So this includes resume writing, cover letter writing, as well as interview skills preparation. We also have counselors on board who provide one-on-one guidance in your employment search journey. We are also partnered with an online recruiting platform for higher education students and alumni known as the Handshake Tool. This connects students with top employers that are currently hiring. The cool thing about this tool or platform is that it's also it's an app you can download on your phone, which makes it very user friendly, which really caters to the populations that we're hiring from. Like everybody's on their cell phone nowadays, so it's nice to have that access or that flexibility to go on your phone and do some job search that way, in case if that's all you have access to in that moment, or if that's the easiest tool for you to use. So just to kind of give you an idea of some employers on there, we have Amazon, Microsoft, New York Times, as well as Tesla. So we also offer lots of academic support. We have our Student Success District. We have our think tank, which provides tutoring and academic support services. We also have 5 campus libraries where students can sign out books, videos. There's lots of events and training sessions going on at the library, as well as you can sign out a room to do a presentation or study sessions. We also offer on-campus housing. We have 4 housing districts, 23 dormitories to accommodate all types of budgets. So from people who have a smaller budget to a higher budget. I know this is important because once again, we have international students who are investing a lot of money in their education, and it gets pricey, right? So it's nice to be able to accommodate people the best that we can. We also have over 11 living learning communities. What this means is we have living learning communities, and it allows you to live with other students who share a similar personal or academic interest or passion. So when the student fills out a housing application, they're going to request to live in one of these learning communities. And based on that, they will get assigned to a group of people or an individual who they have common interests with, which might help with the transition process to America. So to talk a little bit about applying for admission, we have various enrollment options. And the reason why this is important is because not everyone can make it to main campus. And some people need options to be able to access our education from anywhere in the world, right? People want to study in the US, but they might not be able to make it, or they might not be able to afford it. So having these options available to them in their countries, we can offer them at a more competitive rate, as well as in a convenient location to them. So just to get started, we have our main campus, which is in person, and then we have our Global Direct option. So for the Global Direct option, you would start online and then you would transition to main campus. So you can complete up to 2 semesters online before you would need to transition. And the reason why that is depending on the demands of the program. So for example, computer science is a very popular program for international students. For computer science, you can't complete more than a semester online before you would need to transition to main campus, because there's limited course offering for that program. And based on the demands of the program, the college prefers that you complete it at our campus. Whereas another program such as English, you can complete up to 3 semesters online and then transition to our main campus to finish your program. And then we also have Global Direct fully online. That means we have specific majors that can be completed completely online. You do not need to come to main campus to finish this program. Then we have our micro-campus dual degrees. This one's a cool, it's a cool program. It's set up really interesting and it's awesome. It gives a student double the benefits. So a student would learn from an Arizona and partner university, and then they would have access to both Arizona and partner university resources. They would be able to earn a couple of degrees, 2 or more degrees, and they would be a part of 2 alumni networks. So this is also great because you can earn a US accredited degree at a campus that's at a convenient location to them. And then we also have something for students who are in high school who want to get a head start on earning college credit. So for students who are in their junior year, they can earn up to 15 credits that can be applied either to a university undergraduate degree or to another university in the USA who will accept the credits from the University of Arizona. It's always good to double check because every university has different programs, and their different programs may have very specific credit requirements. So it's always great to double check. So as far as our admissions requirements for our first year students, it's a 3.0 GPA and we require 3 years of completed coursework. So if they are still in high school, we require grades 9, 10, and 11. And the reason for that is because if we were to request grade 12 and wait till they're in grade 12 to provide them with an admission decision, that could end up creating delays in them getting here because the visa process can take time, and the admission and admitting process can also take time. So we want to make sure we're not risking it and not creating any sort of delays. So we begin the admissions process when they're in grade 11. We also require English proficiency scores, or sometimes there's an exemption. And what they mean by exemption is we don't exactly waive English proficiency. We do require English proficiency, but let's say if somebody studied or a student studied in a high school where the mode of instruction is in English, then a student can provide that certificate. And if that certificate complements their grades and their grades in English are good, we can use that to meet our English requirements and we wouldn't require a test score. So yeah, we can never waive it, but we can definitely meet it in some other ways. So we don't require SATs at all for admissions processes. SAT can be provided as an English proficiency score if that is how you want to meet your English proficiency requirements. So for transfer students, our GPA is 2.5A. We require 12 plus completed college credits in order for you to be considered a transfer student. So we need 3 years of academic transcripts, and we also, same thing about the English proficiency score and exemption. So another thing about transfer students I want to emphasize is that we require official transcripts. And what that means is it doesn't have to come in through the mail, but it does need to come directly from the college or university to us. And the reason for that is because we won't be able to issue any credits if we don't see official transcripts. So this is really important to let the student know as well, because sometimes students are waiting for a decision on their transfer application and they're not receiving one, or they want to know information about how much coursework has transferred over, and it ends up creating delays and they end up waiting forever. So it's important to let them know that they won't receive that decision or information about what credits were applied or accepted until we receive the official transcripts, because then we can articulate them. So with respect to deadlines, our fall 23 deadline is May 1st, and our spring 24 deadline is November 1st. So here are some of our competitive programs. These include architecture, pre-nursing, engineering, law, business management, and economics. Basically, these programs may have additional requirements, whether it's GPA requirements or English proficiency. So the requirement can vary, and usually they list those details on their website. And for English proficiency, we also list if we require additional English proficiency scores based on the major they're trying to get admitted into. And if it's one of our competitive ones, we may require a higher test score or a higher grade. So we have our honors college as well. The application process for our honors college is pretty simple. I just want to quickly go over it, and then I'll kind of talk about the benefits of being part of the Honors College. When a student completes their application to the University of Arizona, they'll receive a prompt that will ask them if they're interested in the Honors College. They will want to click yes. But that doesn't mean they're done. A lot of students think that they've clicked yes, and now I'm done, I'm applying for the Honors College. No, there's another step. A supplemental application should show up in their Global Wildcat, and they will need to complete that and submit it in order to be in the running for Honors College. So that's very important for them to know. Another thing is what is required. So they'll need to submit an activities resume, a letter of recommendation, and a personal statement. So a prompt is provided and it's listed on our website. So if a student applies through Common or Coalition app, they will need to come back to our webpage and create a Future Wildcat account. And then they will need to complete that supplemental application through us. So everything links up. So when they apply through Common Coalition, it usually connects with our database. It's just that they don't have access because they haven't created an account. So once they do that, everything will link up. And then they will be given a prompt to complete their honors college application if they did check it, that they are interested in their Common Coalition app. So as far as admission requirements, we don't require a specific GPA for the honors college. It's based on a comprehensive review of all of the submitted materials. So it depends on the extracurriculars, leadership skills, any service that they've done, or other areas of involvement. So all of those things really matter in the decision-making process. So what are some reasons a student would want to join an honors college? Is they would have access to honor courses, research project opportunities in their first year, which is pretty early. They will have faculty interactions. They work much more closely with in faculty, which is great, right? Because you never know. This is like an opportunity for them to get to know faculty, utilize them as a mentor. Maybe the faculty will onboard them with one of their research projects. It's just a great opportunity to get to know and develop their relationship with our faculty members. It also offers study abroad opportunities and internships that are specific just to honors students. We also have an honors community and clubs, so it's an opportunity to surround yourself with like-minded people. So scholarships, we offer a first-year scholarship as well as a transfer scholarship. So our scholarship ranges from $5,500 to $22,000 for first-year students and $2,000 to $11,000 for transfer students. The Phi Theta Kappa member award is obviously different. You have to be a member in order to be eligible for that scholarship. Just to let you know, the minimum GPA is a 3.0 in order to be even considered for the scholarship. An application for admission counts as a application for the scholarship, so they don't need to provide any additional information. It's strictly based on merit. So we're going to review their application, go over their transcripts, calculate their GPA, and then determine their scholarship eligibility. So this scholarship is renewable for the duration of your studies. So for a first-year student, it's renewable for up to 8 semesters, and for transfer students, it's renewable for up to 4 semesters. And this is obviously dependent on the student maintaining full-time status as well as maintaining their GPA. So just to kind of give you a brief overview of the graduate college, our minimum requirement, GPA requirement, is a 3.0. We require academic transcripts, so all of their university coursework, a personal statement, an academic resume, free recommendation letters, and a GMAT or a GRE. So the test scores are really dependent on the college. So I really recommend the student check out our grad catalog and verify what test scores are required, if any. So it's really case by case. With respect to deadlines, it's also the same thing. It varies by program, but most of the deadlines are in December or January. And then for funding, same thing. Although most PhD programs offer assistantships or grants, it's better to reach out to the graduate college specifically, like they'll have a specific admissions contact or coordinator for the program that will be able to answer your specific questions with respect to funding, because they don't list it on their website. So just something to keep in mind. So that is all I have for my presentation. If you guys have any questions, I'm opening the floor.
Hi, I have one question. We have students with IB diplomas.
Yes.
That will be okay with you?
Yes, it is. So they will have to provide us with information about their IB diploma, and then IB will send over the transcripts to us, like the official ones, where we will determine if there's any transferable credit.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nimrose, I don't know if you have that information, but one of the questions that we always get is how the payment can be done once they confirm the university. So do they need to pay a deposit? It's a annual fee. Can they pay by semester? How that works?
So like, do you mean how to pay their tuition or?
Yeah, the tuition. Yeah.
Oh, the fee. Okay, so we have a tuition payment plan and it's offered for fall and spring semesters only. Basically what we can do is we can split the payment into 3 installments. So for spring, let's say we can split it into 3 installments, but to do that, there's going to be a $75 charge every semester they want to do that.
Okay. So
Yeah,
they
so
can.
we do offer, yeah.
Okay, so a payment plan is offered. I think that's the most important part.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that the scholarships, they can be renewed up to 8 semester. That would means if they shouldn't keep their GPA, they can get the same scholarship for the entire 4 years that they are at the university.
Yeah, and that's for first year students.
For
yes.
years, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, does anyone have any other questions? Well, I know also that's a lot of new or different information, but if at any point you remember any question or if you have any doubts, I'm always available to help. So you can always send me a WhatsApp message or an email and I can help you with everything. And we have most of the information available on the portal as well. So all the housing options with the prices, meal plans, tuition fees, we have all that information on the portal. So if you have any questions, you can always go into the portal, schools, and University of Arizona as well.
Thank you, Camila.
Thank you. So Darby, I think that was all. If you guys have any other questions, you can always let me know. And I wish you all a good afternoon and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.